Bruno Mars, a multi-talented singer and songwriter with hit songs and exciting live performances, has disappeared from the public eye. He has finally come forward at the age of 38, revealing the shocking truth behind his unannounced retirement from music. It is crucial to look at his early life and the path that brought him to success before getting into the specifics of his career. Born in Honolulu, Hawaii on October 8, 1985, Bruno Mars grew up in a musically inclined home. Rock and roll, reggae, hip-hop, R&B, and other genres were all present in his early years. Young Bruno was greatly affected by his father's love of Little Richard's music as well as by his mother's singing and dancing. Bruno's musical career began unusually early. At the age of 3, his uncle encouraged him to sing along to Elvis Presley and Michael Jackson songs. With his family band the Love Notes, he performed 5 days a week, and his Elvis impersonation rapidly made him well known in the community. When Bruno was 12, he started doing nightly shows with his family, doing covers of Little Anthony and Frankie Lyman songs. He was a multi-instrumentalist who performed on drums, guitar, piano, and percussion. When his parents separated, Bruno had to deal with a big life adjustment that resulted in the stop of the Love Notes and financial difficulties for the family. They were compelled to relocate to less affluent parts of Hawaii, where they frequently took refuge in abandoned zoos named Paradise Park or in their automobiles on rooftops. Bruno persevered and kept pursuing his music in spite of these obstacles. His time spent emulating Elvis Presley had a profound effect on his performance style and songwriting. Bruno's breakthrough moment occurred when his Los Angeles-based sister presented his demo to Mike Lynn, the chief of A&R at Dr. Dre's Aftermath Entertainment. In 2003, Bruno accepted Lynn's invitation to move to Los Angeles, where he settled on Mansfield Avenue and gave himself the stage name Mars to give himself more flair. Bruno encountered more difficulties after relocating to Los Angeles, but in 2004 he was able to secure a record deal with Motown Records. He got to know American producer and songwriter Philip Lawrence, who would later play a significant role in his career. Eric Hernandez, the brother of Mars, and Buscare were members of the band Sex Panther, which Mars performed with. Financial difficulties prevented Lawrence from meeting Mars at first, but Black Eyed Peas drummer Keith Harris offered to pay for Lawrence's trip. Lawrence and Mars started working together, writing songs, and dealing with record labels' repeated rejections despite their difficult beginnings. The guitarist and collaborator Bruno Mars got his start in music in 2006 when he met Aaron Bay Shuck, who subsequently worked as his assistant manager at Atlantic Records. In 2008, after nearly 3 years of waiting, Mars accepted a $20,000 offer from Brandon Creed and was signed by Atlantic Records. As a music producer, Mars gained notoriety by working with musicians such as Shaw Kingston, Adam Levine, Brandy, and Alexander Burke. Mars's breakthrough performance came via his joint projects with other musicians, including Travie Coy's Billionaire and Flo Rida's 2009 hit single WR Round. These joint projects were enormous hits because they demonstrated Mars's extraordinary songwriting and vocal abilities. It's Better If You Don't Understand, Mars's debut extended play EP, peaked at number 99 on the US Billboard 200 and cemented his status as a versatile musician who can collaborate with well-known figures in the business. Mars had to deal with additional difficulties, such as the expectations of the music industry and the pressures of celebrity. He had to navigate these demands, which tested his adaptation and fortitude and was essential to his journey. With an estimated income of $18,008,396,681 in 2013, Mars ranked as the 12th highest paid musician of that year. According to Forbes magazine, Mars made an incredible $60 million between June 2013 and June 2014, ranking him 13th out of 100 celebrities. With his earnings reported to have totaled $39 million between June 2016 and June 2017, Mars's financial performance continued to rise, landing him 6th on Forbes' list of the world's highest-paid celebrities by June 2017. With total earnings of $100 million, Forbes declared Mars the highest-paid musician in America for 2017. This year, he will make his highest-ever annual profits of $100 million. Mars was also involved in legal disputes, including one that came as a surprise on September 19, 2010. Even though the allegations were serious, Mars managed to work out a plea agreement that spared him from going to jail. He was required to attend educational classes and perform community service by 2012. Following his full compliance with the terms of the plea agreement, the charges were formally dropped, allowing Mars to move on from this chapter of his life. Since then, Mars has moved on from this period in his life and achieved even more success in his career, highlighting the significance of resilience and personal development. His unwavering success and upbeat attitude are evidence of his skill and commitment, encouraging followers to overcome obstacles and follow their passions. Demetrius Orlandois Proctor sued Bruno Mars and rapper Travie McCoy in 2014, claiming that their popular song Billionaire violated his copyright. Proctor asserted that he owned the copyright to the song's lyrics and music since March 31, 2011, and that the song's melody was too similar to his own music. Travie McCoy filed a move to dismiss the action, which the court allowed, noting that Proctor had not been properly served with the lawsuit and that the court had personal jurisdiction over him. Following a brief hiatus, Bruno Mars's career took off again when his second studio album Unorthodox Jukebox was released in December 2012. Despite some small setbacks, the album solidified Mars's status as one of the top pop performers of the 2010s. But another copyright infringement lawsuit involving Bruno Mars and Uptown Funk was filed against the album, and the result was the November 2016 release of 24K Magic. The members of the Gap Band and their producer claimed that Uptown Funk has a lot in common with their song, Oops. Turn You on Your Head, earning them 177% of the publishing income and a co-writer credit on Uptown Funk. The Gap Band had a huge financial boost from this recognition, but the legal battles went on as other musicians accused Uptown Funk of copying their own compositions. The Gap Band heirs claimed in January 2021 that BMG was not paying Uptown Funk payments. Robert and Ronnie Wilson of the heads of the Gap Band sued BMG, claiming they were not compensated with royalties for their work on the well-known Mark Ronson and Bruno Mars song. The lawsuit made clear that BMG had a contractual duty to reimburse the Wilsons for all of their Uptown Funk earnings. The Wilson heirs dismissed the complaint in April 2021 without prejudice, implying that it might be brought up again in the future. Despite the continued attention being paid to the case, BMG reaffirmed its dedication to treating artists fairly and upholding openness. This litigation was not the end of the legal drama. It brought attention to the difficulties and complexities involved in handling music rights and royalties and reignited interest in the larger concerns of copyright and equitable pay in the music business. The world-famous Bruno Mars became involved in scandal early in 2021 after it was revealed that he owed MGM Resorts International $50 million due to his massive gambling debt. Rumor had it that he was using a large portion of his earnings from his stays in Las Vegas to pay off the debt. An anonymous insider fanned the flames by claiming that MGM almost owned Mars due to his propensity for gambling. The media, detractors, and admirers were all captivated by this shocking assertion. MGM Resorts refuted the accusations, highlighting their cordial and amicable relationship with Mars and thanking him for his efforts as a musician at their venues, which includes the Park MGM. Fans and the media, however, were left to wonder if there was more to the story than what was being made public as the whispers persisted. The timing of the claims added to the mystery, as Mars was at the pinnacle of his career and earning millions of dollars from his Las Vegas residency at the time. The unexpected decision by Mars and his musical colleague Anderson .Paak to not submit their album for a Grammy Award made headlines in 2023. The record was a strong contender for several Grammy nominations after receiving great reviews and enjoying commercial success. Because of the enormous positive response to their popular song Leave the Door Open, which won multiple honors the year before, Mars and Anderson clarified that they believed they had already won. The pair intended to withdraw from consideration for Grammys by declining to submit. The debut of Mars and Lady Gaga's new song, With a Smile, caught fans off guard in August 2024. This was the first new song that both artists had released in a long time, and anticipation for its release was high. On social media, the two celebrities hinted at their partnership with cryptic messages that included pictures of themselves donning one another's goods. This astute marketing move generated excitement among their fan communities and raised expectations for the song Die With a Smile, which addressed issues of romantic connection and life's uncertainties for a large number of listeners. Unlike many celebrities who rush to defend themselves in the face of scandal, frequently making matters worse, Mars has remained incredibly poised. Mars has mainly kept quiet about the speculations while concentrating on making music and giving standout performances. Supporters are still standing by him, excited to see what new heights the musician can accomplish on the music and personal fronts. So viewers, for the next update please subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.